Yeah, because I know you were a very liberal, socially liberal person in general. I mean,
I'm still the same. You all moved.
we did.
You all went so far out, you lost everybody. Just chill. Just chill.
Now, I know I'm a little late to this story, but this Larry Elder situation just proves that the left does not care about racism or equality in America. Larry Elder, a black man, had an egg thrown at him by a white woman wearing an ape mask, and nobody bats an eye. If you still think that the Hillary Clintons and the Joe Bidens of the world actually care about racism in America and equality, then I think you're just delusional. All they see them as is a voting demographic. They see them as numbers to help them push their agendas that are absolutely radical and in some cases tyrannical. So let's review the tape. Obviously, you see the egg get thrown at him, but let's talk a little bit more about the woman that threw the egg. So as you see, one of Elder's associates tells her to back off and kind of puts his arm at her. Doesn't really shove her, he just kind of holds her back so that way she doesn't get any closer to Larry Elder. And she completely clocks this dude in the face. And there are zero consequences. No one goes at her, no one tells her to stop. If anything, they're going more at the guy who got clocked in the face. There's that equality that feminists love to talk about, because if that's a dude, I'm dropping him straight up. I don't care what anybody says, I'm clocking that motherfucker in the face and I'm dropping him on his knees, but that's besides the point. She gets no consequences and everybody goes with the evil white man, even though the one in the ape mask is the one throwing eggs at black people, but that's fine. Of course, the media has nothing to say. We already knew that. They're the ones that talk all day about identity politics, inequality, racism in America, but they are the true racists and the true bigots, so nothing here really surprises me. But for those of you that are watching this video that are sick of the media manipulation and the lies and the propaganda, I actually have some good news for you. So typically when you go on your YouTube channel, it'll say top news and it'll have all the left-leaning mainstream media outlets right on your page for you. Well, all those mainstream media outlets are getting tons of dislikes. People are commenting, America's had enough of the lies, the manipulation, and all of the BS. And that's a good thing. So you're seeing everybody's finally starting to take a stand. All these mainstream media outlets are just getting flooded with hate. And that's good. We need alternate forms of media to step up and take their place. And we're already kind of seeing that. We're seeing guys like Steven Crowder, Ben Shapiro. They're all taking a step up while the mainstream is going down. And that's what we need to continue to do, because the left is finally losing their voice. And I don't want to censor people. I don't want them to necessarily lose their voice. I'm all for political debate and discussion, but the problem is if you're going to censor people, if you're going to say these crazy things and no one's going to fact check you, then I'm perfectly fine with you losing your voice until you start to do real journalism and tell people what they actually want to hear. And I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather not have crazy leftists with ape masks throwing eggs at people or decking people in the face with zero consequence. I want them to be held accountable for their actions. And if you agree with me on that, I want you to keep going on the mainstream media's YouTube pages. I want you to keep going on their pages, disliking, commenting, tell them how you really feel, because eventually they're going to have to stop censoring you and they're going to have to acknowledge that the opposition exists and that they make good points. And I want you to keep going on pages like a Ben Shapiro or like someone who calls out this mainstream media bias, and like their pages, Awaken with JP, all those guys. Keep pushing them up and keep taking the mainstream media down, because it's the only way that we're going to actually have political discourse in this country. Both sides should be represented and respected until they start throwing eggs at people. But that's all I have for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like on it, as it really helps out the channel, and subscribe for more content just like this. And I will see you in the next upload.